Well, can we give it up one more time for our president, Meredith Burkich? All right, so our next speaker is no stranger in the world of direct sales. So back in 2001, together with his wife, they joined their first direct selling company in the nutrition sector, and were very successful for 20 years. And then after 20 years, they made a decision. They pivoted and moved over into software, where they were supporting companies in our industry that were mega successful. But then one day in November of 2022, they heard about one letter, two numbers. You can guess what that is, X39. And they were so intrigued, they said, we have to dive in and jump into this company. And within 9 months, they reached the rank of senior presidential director. And then following the next 9 months, qualified at elite senior presidential director by qualifying for Bora Bora. And then this year have already qualified for Switzerland. So they're going to be flying to Switzerland in just a few days. And that's just a testament of their leadership and their commitment to their team, that they've been able to have so much success here at LifeWave. And if you were to ask Andy 5 words that describe him, if he describes himself, it would be smart, witty, sharp, athletic, and a numbers nerd. But if I describe Andy, he's an incredible leader, an outstanding, just overall awesome guy who's committed to his team and to LifeWave. Will you help me give a big warm welcome to Elite Senior Presidential Director, Andy Hosier?
Come on. Good morning. Now, Geraldo wasn't really supposed to share that because he said, how do I describe you? And I gave him some funny comments. And so, we're having fun. We have a lot to celebrate. In fact, kind of dangerous, but we played this old school song called Jump Around. I think by the end of the day, you guys are going to be ready and willing to jump around because of what we're about to see and what we're about to learn. Yes. So, but, the destination between here and there is change. And change can be tricky, just so you know. One of the biggest challenges of change is that many times we overestimate what we have and we underestimate what could be. And so a lot of times as we're progressing through our lives is that we just have to reevaluate. And so I'm excited to tell you a little bit about what you're going to see today is going to blow your mind. In fact, I want you to think about your journey to LifeWave, if you will. And so our journey, as Geraldo shared, is that we had 20 years plus in the nutrition industry. And then we heard about this incredible technology called X39, and it was new. It was something different. In fact, how many of you have a background in wearable patch technology prior to LifeWave? Anybody? No? Okay. I didn't think so. So the point is, you guys are change leaders because you saw something that the other people didn't have a chance to see, or they didn't have the ability to see what you saw. Now, it just so happened that LifeWave was a binary plan, and there was a little bit of a learning curve here to get started because, frankly, we didn't have experience in that. Think back to when you signed up, is that we started learning about 330 points and 660 points. We started learning about a power leg and a profit leg and 6 cycles to unlock third generation. You guys see what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that you and I had to learn the day we started. In fact, the person that just started on your team, they already have a lot to learn. And so our new compensation is going to allow us to, we're going to hit that in stride. So when this launches, it's going to be extraordinary. Now, the truth is, there's people in this room that never even did direct sales. I don't know where they are. Rick and Brittany Francis, amazing couple. They just hit elite SPD, which is amazing. Yes, with zero background in direct sales. They had never been a part of a direct sales company Imagine the learning curve. So my point is, you and I are change champions. And today, if we will calm our minds and be confident. Now, I do have a little insight to share with you because it was about a year ago or about 9 months ago, we had a chance to be invited because of our background, understanding compensation plans. We had a chance to be invited on this compensation plan top secret committee, right? Steve and Gina Merritt, they were there. Dr. Stacy was there. It was this small group of people, and I'm excited to share with you, sitting at the table, it was amazing because there's an old proverb that says, if you want to know the road ahead, ask those on the journey back. I think I've got that somewhere, maybe. Oh, what a cool slide. Thank you. So if you want to know the road ahead, ask those on the journey back. What that means is when you press in to seek wisdom, and thank you, Meredith, thank you, Emily, thank you to the team, to Dan, the entire organization that was involved, because here's what they said. We're going to go find the best and brightest ideas of people that have been in the road ahead. Now, yes, please give them a hand. Now, the reality is that it does, knowing the road ahead and navigating the road ahead, what I wanted to share with you because of our personal experience is that many times there's a few reasons why companies will go through this. Number one is they have to, meaning the company may not survive unless they do. We've seen that, headlines and stories and different things that happen in our industry. Number two is that they need to. Sometimes there's regulations and different things that change and their business model may just not be applicable today. But number three, they get to. You see how different that is? In the philosophy, I love it that David Schmidt and Meredith and the team is they approach this and they said, we get to revamp, rewire, reconstruct our compensation plan for the future, which is just absolutely amazing to me, and I hope you guys are encouraged by that. So, as we kind of transition, I do want to share with you one other thought is that it takes leaders with vision to help people pursue dreams. And so today, as you're buckled in, if you think that, okay, I am a change champion, I embrace change, I run with it, but it takes leaders with vision. So in today's, as we begin to unpack the components and pieces of our 2.0 compensation plan, I like to say it's an enhancement. Because here's the little secret, is that some of the pieces that we kept, anybody like product introduction bonuses? Yeah, they're in there. Anybody like building two teams, left team, right team, binary style? Yeah, it's in there. Anybody a fan of binary commissions, binary team commissions? Yeah, all of us, right? It's in there. How about this? Any Generation Check Match fan people? It's in there. And what you're about to see is an unbelievable new rookie bonus. Brand new brand partners are going to have a new rookie bonus and a leadership bonus for all of the people involved in LifeWave. So what you're about to see today is going to be amazing. Now, in closing, I want to give you one other thought. And it kind of hit home yesterday. So a caterpillar has really two goals. They eat and they grow. And that's really the primary two roles of any caterpillar is to eat and grow. And they got a pretty good life, right? So many times we overestimate what we have and we underestimate what is possible. Now, a butterfly happens to grow wings, and they have the ability to travel all over the place. A butterfly is what pollinates all different types of plants. They actually reproduce is another key component of a butterfly, not going there. Here's the point, is that a butterfly may have benefits that a caterpillar can't even imagine. Is that fair? Imagine the butterfly's perspective is saying, caterpillar, if you could only see what I see, you would fly. The things that you could experience are amazing. Well, when we overestimate what we have and underestimate what could be, it's kind of like the caterpillar. Well, it just so happened we were eating breakfast yesterday with Matt and Kim Curtis. My amazing wife was sitting next to me. I look over to her, and these butterfly wings were on the wall at the Mexican food restaurant right here at this resort, which is pretty amazing. And so, isn't that fun? And we said, okay, time out. We got to take a picture. So how many of you in this room are saying, okay, you know what? I don't want to just crawl around. I don't want to just grow and eat, but I'm ready to fly with Compensation Plan 2.0. You guys ready? Awesome. Thank you.